A couple hours ago, I received a message from journalists in China asking me why there are so many Americans flocking to Rednote. We have caused such a ruckus, made such a large impact not only on their social media, but their people and their society in general, that they're asking me, why are so many Americans coming to Rednote? And these are just one of the first of many messages, and they're giving me their address and emails and so on. And they're actually downright curious on why we are coming to Rednote. So to the journalists in China that is interested about this information, here you go. And the reason why is because our US government sucks. They are trying to fully take away our communication and our rights and our freedom of speech entirely. TikTok was the one app that they couldn't control through social media or anything else, so that way they can paint a narrative of how they see fit. The US government is trying to paint a picture that China is trying to steal our data, but we all knew that's not the case. In fact, we all know that is nothing but a complete lie. The only reason why they want to ban TikTok is because they want to silence our voices entirely. Our government does not care about us. In fact, they never did. All they care about is oppressing us. All they care about is making sure they win in the way that they see fit. All they care about is promoting the rich, filling their own pockets, and making sure they get even richer. Our government is completely anti-China, and they recently passed a bill for $1.6 billion to promote anti-China propaganda. We completely understand that the reason why they want to shut down TikTok is because we can see the world of how it truly is, that the world isn't as hateful or as regretful or as terrifying or evil as they try to make it seem. We also understand that China is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. They try to paint it as this downright evil and communistic country that is just breaking down and terrifying, and they oppress their own people. They are also trying to make it seem that China has no type of freedom whatsoever. We all understand that that's nothing but a lie. Our Supreme Court, our House, our governments, our leaders, they are nothing but cockroaches and leeches. They do not protect the people. They do not protect us. They do not help us. Our own US social medias like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, they all sell our data to other people, to the highest bidder, or to the US government without our permission. They have done this countless times, and our leaders do absolutely nothing about it. Our governments, our leaders, they are nothing but money-hungry, grubbing leeches who wants nothing but power, money, and control over us. There are states, cities, and people that are dying, that are sick, that are burning away, and they do nothing in return. Our insurance companies are rejecting our claims and canceling our insurance policies because they do not want to pay for us, because it affects their profits, their stockholders, and their investors. They care about the rich more than they care about their own citizens. And the people of the United States are tired of it. We're done. We're so fucking fed up. We can't do anything physically because if we try to, they will undoubtedly use force. So now, since they want to be so anti-China and think that there's Chinese spies in TikTok, which there aren't, and they want to conjure up all these lies trying to make it seem like China are trying to brainwash American citizens into thinking that the government is bad, which they actually are. They want us censored. They are trying to take away our First Amendment right of freedom of speech. They do not want us to know the truth about who they actually are and what they're actually doing. This has gone on for long enough, and we're done. Hawaii has been burnt to the ground. Los Angeles is being burnt to the ground. There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people homeless because their insurance companies has fucked them. They have abandoned the American people. New York City is being flooded. Florida is getting hit by multiple hurricanes. Texas is slowly being destroyed. Everything is too expensive and Americans cannot afford basic things to live. Our country refuses to give us universal health care even though they spent billions and trillions of dollars on military equipment. That and other things that we do not need, like anti-China propaganda. And they spend loads of money on themselves and not for the people. America is not the greatest country in the world. In fact, it's far from it. This country is corrupted to its core. Yeah, America may seem pretty from wherever you are, but the truth is, this country is slowly destroying itself from the inside because all our leaders care about is what they put in their pockets. They just want power and control. Our wildlife is dying and being burnt to the ground, and thousands of people are dying. There are too much happening in the United States, and all they care about is banning TikTok. Are you kidding me? This is why so many American citizens are flooding to Rednote. It's because we cannot rely on our own government. So if they do ban TikTok, we will use Rednote as a means of fighting back. But you know what? This has worked out better than we could possibly imagine. Because now we are even closer with China because of this than we are with America. And this is something that they did not want to happen. And yet, It did anyway. The US government ended up creating a problem that they did not want to exist, nor did it exist in the first place. But guess what? Now, that problem that they were so afraid of happening has actually happened. This is the American citizens' way of revolutioning. So they have one or two choices. One, they can ban TikTok and we'll just go to Red Note instead. Or two, they can stop trying to fucking silence us and let us keep TikTok. It's one or the other. Either way, they're not going to get what they want, and we're going to make damn sure of that. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. This is Onyx. You can find me on Red Note, and you can find me here. I am gone.